everybody to our second online event with the Positive Thinkers Club. This is different territory for us. We normally meet in person every month, the last Saturday, and we have a big meal and hugs and shake their hands. And so it's totally different for us, but we're still doing it, which is the main thing. Hey, so today I just want to give you an overview of what to expect for our hour together. So I'm just going to do a short welcome and introduction for our guest speakers and our guest musicians today, and for our affirmations as well. We will have Allison then get on do our affirmations. We will have our musical guest, who is Grace Shears, who will share some music with us, and then we'll have our guest speaker, Elaine Dunphy, who's going to share all about Nia and put some movement in there for us as well. And at the end, we'll have an open space where we can share and just have a little chat about what people are doing, I guess, during the pandemic. And as we head into level 3, information about our Positive Thinkers Club. So for those of you who are not aware of our club, we have been on the go in St. John's for 31 years. In 1989, John Snow and Dave Radosky formed our club. So what happened was in 1988, the guys had attended a seminar and human relations seminar by Brian Tracy, and he brought about some wonderful positive experiences for John and Dave, and they seen an opportunity for them to create our club. So a year later, they formed our club, and here we are 31 years later, still doing our thing. We're a nonprofit club, and our mission statement is we help our members grow personally and professionally, and we also develop positive attitudes by our online meetings or through our physical meetings, seminars, and fellowship. We meet the last Saturday of every month, and usually that's at the Bella Vista from 9 to 11 a.m. And we have a yearly membership. So our membership works so that your family can come together, or if you're single, you can come alone or invite friends. If you're a student as well, we encourage young folks to get out and take in some positive vibes as well. And our membership is student for 20, single for 30, family for 40. So that gives you a discount on your breakfast at the Bella Vista. So instead of paying $22, you pay $18 for your breakfast. And you also get access to our biannual seminars. So every spring and fall, we have a seminar where it's a little bit different than our actual breakfast meetings. We have a couple of hours in the evening where someone comes and does a seminar for us. And you also get access to our book resources, our monthly prizes, and just a great membership to be involved in. We are on social media, so if you're not following us, please follow us. The more followers, the better to get the news out about our club. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And during our physical meetings, we usually have a newsletter where we hand it out to our membership. We have just moved our electronic newsletter, so we are now delivering that by email. And thank you, Selena, for setting that up and getting that going. So for members who are now, coming to our meetings, you are now going to get those by email, at least now while we're here in this online gathering format. Some of the examples of our speakers for 2019. So we have a lineup of amazing speakers, anyone from experience or somebody who is just wanting to get up on stage and share with us. So you can see there are some familiar faces in our community who are making a huge difference. We have Sheldon, who's on our call today with us. He's on our board, and Leslie, who is on with us today as well. And yeah, so if you're ever interested in becoming a guest speaker with our club, Allison D'Entremont is booking speakers, and she's with us today. So if you're interested in speaking, please reach out to her. All right, so we'll see everybody.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. So positive affirmations, as you know, are just simple phrases, guys, that we repeat over and over. These are phrases that really get into the subconscious of our brain and really start to change how we think. And, you know, they can really be a calm during the storm. They can be the calm during the pandemic. And you can repeat them as often as you need to. So we'll join our voices together this morning, and you can repeat after me. So I don't know, Katie, if you want to unmute everybody. Yeah, awesome. I have everything I need.
I have
everything I need.
I am doing my best.
I
am doing my best.
I fully accept the feelings in my body.
I
fully accept the feelings
in my
body.
All of my feelings are okay.
Say that again.
All of my feelings are okay.
All of
my feelings
are okay.
I believe in my ability to get through tough times.
I believe in my ability
to get through tough times.
This will not break me.
This
will not break me.
I am a loving human being.
I am a loving human being.
I will be present and calm today.
I will be present and calm today.
I invite gratitude into my heart.
I invite gratitude into my heart.
I am thankful for the blessings this day will bring.
I am thankful for the blessings that this day will bring.
Beautiful. Thank you. I'll pass it over to Grace, I guess.
Hey, everyone.
We're so happy to have you here, Grace. I have been following Grace on Facebook for quite a while now, and she was actually recommended by Sheldon as well to come on here and share some music with us. It's always, you know, music is so healing, and Grace has been doing so many amazing things in the world. Grace is actually a singer and songwriter as young as she was. She was very interested in music, and when the pandemic hit, she was in a process of organizing a local songwriter circle to bring awareness to the needs lacking within a mental health community. She invites everyone here today to join her and them on their journey to raising the vibration through the Pathways to Better Days Music Heals the Soul group on Facebook. The group is a safe place for musicians to gather and share their gifts with a global audience. And what an audience and amazing thing that you're doing, Grace. And I'm happy to have you here today, so you can take the floor and go ahead.
Thank you so much, Katie and Sheldon, for asking me in. And good morning, everyone. And welcome to this amazing club, because it's a beautiful thing that you guys have that do and put together here for sure. And yeah, thank you for the acknowledgement on the Pathways to Better Days, Music Heals the Soul, which kind of came a sisterhood from my PTSD peer support group that I run every Tuesday night at the Lantern normally. The Music Heals the Soul came into fruition with a close friend, Wanda Rossiter, and we opened up the group. It was supposed to be private, you know, to the songwriter circle, but because of the pandemic, we just thought, you know, everyone in the world needs to have some vibrations raised. So the first song I'm going to do is a song that I wrote called "Walking Our Way Home," which was kind of inspired by that group, because everyone is about everyone finding themselves and what their faith is and their higher source, universe, what their belief is in. So I hope you like it. A lot of us are lost in this time now, I think, eh? So it's so great that you're keeping this alive in this group. Thank you. many pathways, which way do we turn? Walking our way back home to you. Those signs around us telling us we're enough. Walking our way back home to you. Your light shines so bright, even in the darkest nights. Walking our way back home to you. Walking our way home. You're walking your way home. I'm walking my way home back to you. You're walking your way home. I'm walking my way home. We're walking our way home back to you. There is no mistake that we all met today. Walking our way back home to you. We'll make this earth a better place with so much ease and grace. Walking our way back home to you. Your light shines so bright, even in the darkest nights. Walking our way back home to you. You're walking your way home. I'm walking my way home. We're walking our way home back to you. I'm walking my way home. You're walking your way home. We're walking our way home back to you. 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 Thank you. Okay, so the next song, I'm leading up to Elaine's favorite, so I'm leaving hers for last. It's her request, the next one. So this next one is one that Wanda and I were actually working on when we just started being able to get into the bubble. And it's called The Harvest and the Seed. And I think it's very fitting for this because the seeds we plant and higher we shoot, the bigger roots we build for each other and plant, right? So that's kind of what this song is about. So it's called The Harvest and the Seed, and as a cover is Casey Chambers. So I hope you like. Well, I'm worn and I'm wise to the reaper's disguise as a plowman who's out in the field. And the heart of a spell is deep in the well, and the shepherd is spinning the wheel. The higher we fire that old cannonball, the deeper the anchor will fall. Right here is the farthest that I've ever been. You're the harvest and I am the seed. Can I rest here a while till we go out of style and the birds know the scarecrow is tired? 'Cause I'm the last in the room to pack up and go. At least we can both say we tried. The higher we fire that old cannonball, the deeper the anchor will fall. Right here is the farthest that we've ever been. You're the harvest, and I am the seed. You're the harvest, and I am the seed. Thank you. And this one is from Miss Elaine, and which I'm very excited to hear her next, what she's got to say, and her because joy and hope is we kind of blend together, and is a lovely. I'm so blessed that I'm getting to be the entertainment for her talk today. So that's wonderful. So this is a song called "Blower's Daughter" by Damien Rice, and it's one that we do in the Candlelight Nia that I play guitar with Elaine for. So hope you like it. And so it is, just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is, shorter story, no love, no glory, no heroes in her sky. I can't take my eyes off you. 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 I can't take my eyes, my eyes. And so it is, just like you said it should be. We'll both forget the breeze most of the time. And so it is, shorter story, colder water, people ending up. I can't take my mind off you. I can't take my mind off you. Can't take my mind off you. I can't take my mind off you. I can't take my mind off you. I can't take my mind, my mind, my mind. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And thanks, Sheldon, for giving me the suggestion to come on, and Katie.
So beautiful. I got cold shivers going right up my scalp. It's a beautiful song and beautiful voice and beautiful guitar. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And
Thank
it's
you so much.
a beautiful lead into Elaine. I did not know that you guys were connected. It was funny. It just happened. You know, the universe obviously brought two of you guys together in this event today. So I'm quite happy about it. And then the fact that Elaine has the joy symbol and then you have the hope symbol above your head. It's awesome.
No coincidence, hey?
Not at all. There's no coincidence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Elaine, it's funny, I went to one of Elaine's classes, it might have been a year or two ago, and I have not been back to one physically. But when the pandemic started, I start seeing her appear online more, and Nia is a beautiful, beautiful dance. And I thought that it would be awesome for her to share her information about Nia and give us a little bit of information about that. So I just want to read a little bit of Elaine's bio. So Elaine is the owner of Nia on the Rock. She finds her joy through movement. Nia is a movement practice. Elaine took her Nia white belt in June 2016 and started teaching in early 2017. Nia teaches awareness and fosters creativity. It builds community. It allows young people and welderlies alike to dance together in an environment that feels free and open to bringing joy into your body and into your life. Nia reconnects you to your inner child, and Nia and joy are two of Elaine's favorite things. So thank you, Elaine, for being here. I'm going to pass the mic over to you so you can teach us and talk and do whatever you want.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me? Perfect. Well, I'm so thrilled. To me, this feels like being on a TED Talk. All I need is that like little red circle carpet, and I feel like I've arrived now. I'm at the Positive Thinkers Club, so I'm thrilled to be here. I think I went to a meeting like 20 years ago at the Holiday Inn, and I was just so enthralled that there's a bunch of people that get together and talk about positivity. Like, how awesome is that? And here you guys are all these years later, so kudos to you, because we need positivity right now more than ever. So I'm very honored to be able to share your coffee with you this morning. So thanks for the introduction, Katie, and the invitation to come here and to follow Grace. That's a tough act to follow, I gotta say. But Grace and I became friends only about a year ago. And although we must have known each other in another life, because that friendship has just blossomed into so many possibilities. So she literally is hope and I am joy. So when you put the two of those together, the combination has to be good. So we've got plans for retreats and things to reconnect people, because I don't know about, well, I do know about you guys. You're positive thinkers. So the hugging and just that human connection that keeps us all so, I don't know, it's the reason that we're here. I can't wait to hug people. So the fact that we can extend our bubble a little safely is a huge treat. So Nia, if you are unfamiliar, is a practice that started over 35 years ago in the States by a woman named Debbie Rosas. And it started, she was one of these extremely popular movement people that was really involved with step aerobics, you know, the Jane Fonda, no pain, no gain. I gotta do this, I gotta get my body fit. And then Debbie realized at a really young age, she was hurting her body. So she did some sort of inner work and all the, you know, the buzzwords that you're supposed to put around that. And that's how Nia was born, because she went to a dojo and the man said to her, I don't know, is it the sensei? Sorry if I'm offending someone who has a martial arts background, but he said, okay, so you can move, but show me how you can move your body to connect with your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions. And she said, I got nothing, unless it's like step aerobic oriented. She didn't have a plan. So that was the first time she ever took off her shoes and reconnected with her body. So the Nia practice is done in bare feet. So that in itself is a whole new feeling for people. They say that your feet are the hands that touch the earth. And so that connection, especially when we're able to get outside and do Nia in your bare feet, there is something magical about that. So keep an eye on Facebook on Nia on the Rock for when we're allowed out and to gather in small groups, and come take your shoes off with me and just see how it feels. So it stands for Neuromuscular Integrative Action. And what it really means is that reconnection with the body, mind, spirit, and emotions, but it combines dance arts, healing arts, and martial arts all together. So it really becomes this mixed, beautiful bag of movement, so that if you're drawn to martial arts, as an example, there's what is there? Aikido, Taekwondo, and Tai Chi. So within those 3 types of movements, you may be a Tai Chi gentle movement person, or you may be like that hard Taekwondo, kicking, punching, whatever. Those movements all fall under the 52 moves that make up the Nia philosophy. So there really is something in Nia for everybody. So I invite you to come online and am I allowed to make a shameless plug for where to find me? I don't know if that's politically correct, but I'll do it anyway. So I'm Nia on the Rock on Facebook, and I have 2 groups. I teach on Wednesday nights. I teach the Candlelight Nia, and that's at 7 p.m. And then on Thursday mornings at 11 a.m., that's my Nia Welderlies in Newfoundland group. And that's my favorite word to identify my seniors. So they're Welderlies, because listen, that's what we want to be. I know that I even have one here. So hi, Carol, I'm doing a shout out to you. She's one of my biggest supporters. So it's proof that Nia can be done by any age, anyone who has mobility issues, anything, depression, anxiety, things that keep you from wanting to go outside because you feel anxious. Sometimes in an exercise class, I think people think that there is that, you know, you have to keep up and you must be doing everything that they're doing. The beauty of Nia is that it's a come as you are type of movement practice, and it lets you move your body your body's way. So if you have, you know, limitations with some, I have one woman who just got a new hip. So she's like, oh my God, I've got a bionic hip now and I'm back in Elaine's class. So it's the invitation to say, if you are recovering from an injury, or if this is new to you to start on a fitness plan, Nia is perfect, because you can do that whole class even seated in a chair. I know here my friend Sheila Bailey jumped on from Ontario, which is great. She teaches Nia to seniors, as I do. So she knows the benefit of, you can be in a chair. There's so much that we can do upper body wise, breathing and movement and things like that, that we think it's quick to hide behind a reason not to move your body. And especially because we are all, you know, not moving as much as we should. Nia is that opportunity to say, you know what, hop on Elaine's class for 5 minutes and just get a little bit of movement, because it really does bring out that sense of joy. And I think in a pandemic, I mean, I have no experience, as do really none of us do, as to how to cope with it. I think there's a feeling that, oh, well, you know, this is a serious time in the world and I can't be looking for joy or talking about joy. Now is the time to find a little bit of joy, because if you don't make that time to feel good, take care of your body, move your body, you're not going to be able to physically or mentally deal with the craziness of these times. So I think Nia is the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm a little bit biased. But I invite you to come and try a class and just bring that inner child out. And many of us are home with children or extended families, or, you know, and we're on lockdown. And I think especially if you've got people that are trying to do the working from home, yet they're supposed to homeschool, like I can't imagine how to find that balance. Plug into a Nia class and take your child in and say, okay, we're going to forget all of our dishes. We're going to leave the dirty dishes and we're going to just move and have a little bit of fun. So I hope someone is keeping tabs, because I could talk for about 3 hours on Nia. So Katie, you give me like the sign when you want me to start slowing down. So yeah, I think I'll probably clue it up with a little story about being comfortable in your own body and finding your own joy. You need to find that thing that lights you up. And So I'll give you this little story because you'll laugh at me and I'm okay with that. But my brother is a pole vaulter, or he was when we were young. And I used to look at him and think, oh my God, he's graceful, he's strong, he can totally project his body into the air. And then I was thinking, if I was to try that, it'd be a whole other type of thing. But I used to look at him and think, how does he have the confidence, the ability, the agility, flexibility, all of those things to project his body up over this huge bar? And I was always in awe of him. And he went off to become an exercise kinesiologist, all things body movement oriented. I was the gawky, long-armed, long-legged high school, student who was a little nerdy, and they looked at my height and said she would be awesome in basketball. Not even thinking that maybe she had no talent for basketball. So I, was put on the team. I didn't even have to try out because I was tall. And so my basketball career ended with me scoring on my own net in a championship game. And it gets worse because not only did I make one attempt at it, I got so caught up in the moment. I thought they were saying, go Elaine, go Elaine. But they were saying, no, Elaine, no, Elaine. So after the third shot, the basketball went in. They won the game. They loved me, my team. It was a long bus ride home to O'Donnell, I got to tell you. The reason I share that story with you is you got to find a thing that feeds your joy. Just because someone says Elaine should play basketball or, my brother should be a pole vaulter, unless it feeds your spirit and really lights you up, you're not gonna do it. And especially in a pandemic when things are turbulent at best, you are not going to reach for something just because they say that it's good for you. So maybe Nia would be awesome for you to try. But if there is something that you do and you're not doing because you think it isn't proper right now because it is a pandemic and my goodness, we can't have fun, have some fun. Do the thing that makes you feel like, you know what, there is light at the end of the tunnel and it is going to get better. So I think I'm a little preachy, but we need positivity. I'm preaching to the choir here, I know, but we need positivity and we need movement. So I don't know how I'm doing for time, but I'd love to invite you to move a little bit with me. Is that okay, Katie?
Yeah, 5 minutes. You got 5
Yeah?
minutes. Yeah.
Oh, perfect,
Show us.
perfect. All right. So I'm going to invite you to kind of move. We're going to do this one seated. So I've never done this joy choreography seated. So let's just see how adaptable it is, because now we're going to put it into practice. All right. So you're going to sit sort of towards the end of your chair, and I'm actually going to play a song called Joy. So take a second and think about how are you right now, especially where we're working from home or whatever, or you're watching this show, you may be leaned in, your shoulders are really close. Take a second, roll them back and down so you're getting as much space right here in your chest as you can. And the only other rule for this song is when I say, what are you going to choose? You have to answer in your best opera voice, even though you're on mute. You have to say, joy. And if it's off tune, whatever, that's even better. The only thing I'm sad about is that I won't be able to hear it, but I'll be able to see you do this. So don't leave me hanging. And it is Saturday morning, so let's just move a little bit. All right. And I always say we're going in. So Carol knows what's coming. Sheila knows, Leslie knows, Katie knows. So all of you have an opportunity now to get a little taste of Nia. All right. So the movements are really simple, and we're going to start, I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to start with our right hand, and we're going to move all of our fingers and our thumb, and we'll add the other. Anyway, I'll walk you through. So here we go. This is Joy. All right. I'm gonna phase it out because I think it's gonna go over the time. So we'll just call that a little Nia teaser. So if you wanna do all of the movements or you wanna try a class, you're gonna have to come online and do that. Or invite me back when we all have in-person meetings again, and I would love to dance with you guys. So can I end with a quote, Katie?
You sure can.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to read it off my book because I'd love to be one of those people that could just say, oh, yes, and then this lovely quote from so-and-so, but then I'll get it wrong. So to do them the respect they need, this is a quote about joy from a Nia black belt teacher. And Nia is a belted system, starting with white and ending with black, like in the martial arts system. So it says, make no mistake, joy is medicine in times of turbulence. Feelings of joy move you from your primitive fight or flight brain, your limbic system, into the more evolved part of the brain, the neocortex. So you can stop spinning with anxiety and frustration and step out in the world and make a positive difference. So that's a quote from Dr. Deborah Kern, and she's a Nia black belt. And it was just pretty perfect to have the privilege to speak to you guys as the Positive Thinkers Club and share a little bit of what I do, and just, you know, find your joy and whatever that is for you. And if it means trying a Nia class, I'd love to have you. But whatever it is, just go do that, because the world needs people who are filling it with passion and the things that make them feel good. And that's the only way we're going to be any good to anybody else. So thank you for having me here. And yeah, I look forward to following you guys more closely. I think 20 years is too long to wait in between going to the Positive Thinkers Club.
Oh, it was so much fun. Thank you very much, Elaine. I think on behalf of the club, we would love to have you back physically when we get to that point. Maybe for a seminar, or even if you want to join us for breakfast. I think that would be a fantastic idea.
Perfect.
And, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling pumped. It's amazing because at the Positive Thinkers Club, we also, like, as you could see, we were doing affirmations and power poses. It's very powerful and fun, and it just gets things moving. So very, very grateful for that today. And I'm going to open up the floor now. I kind of want to open it up, see if anybody has any questions for Grace or Elaine first. And what I'll ask you to do is just, I'm going to actually get you to unmute yourself if you want to ask a question, so that it's not everybody at once wanting to ask a question. So if anybody would like to, please go ahead. No
Hi,
pressure.
Katie, Dave here.
Hi, Dave.
Just to echo what you have already said, but it would be wonderful if Grace and Elaine both could perhaps come to one of our meetings when everything gets back to normal, perhaps later in the year or whenever, just to go through what they've both done for us just a second time, because that was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I'd love to come.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, if anybody else would like to either ask a question or share anything that you might be handling during, I guess, the level 3, if you want to share anything about your bubbles. Oh, hi, Leslie, you can go ahead.
I just wanted to say, you know, I know that these are challenging times for a lot of people, but what I've chosen to do, not to say I'm running away and ignoring what's happening, as both Grace and Elaine said, I'm focusing on what's good in my life, and what I'm doing, focusing on what brings me joy. So I call it fueling my light instead of fueling the darkness. Because only when I fuel my light can I be there for others, that I can be healthy and well. So I've had the most productive time since the pandemic started. Every day, I'm not on social media often, but I'm always sending love and light and prayers to everybody that's struggling. And I'm halfway through. I mean, I've been saying for years I'm writing a book. And I've written some that haven't been published, but now I'm writing a book that's going to be published at the early part of next year. I'm already more than halfway done. So many wonderful things are happening. This is a time for everybody to truly love themselves and connect with themselves and find what brings them joy. So thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to both Grace and Elaine. That was awesome. And I love every single one of you, and I miss giving you hugs.
Oh, the same, Leslie. Can't wait until we can actually hug again.
Thanks so much, Leslie.
Lots of virtual hugs going on.
Yes.
Oh, Carol, you can go ahead. Hi.
I would just like to make a plug for Elaine's class that on Thursday mornings. It's a great time to join at 11 o'clock, and you really will enjoy it. You feel like, oh, this is easy, but the next day you'll find that, oh wow, that did me a world of, you'll really enjoy your class. And Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock too.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you very much.
I just had a question for Grace regarding your PTSD group that you lead.
Yes.
What are the details for that? And is it open to anybody or?
Yes, actually, it started back last June, and it was centered around PTSD and first responders, veterans, but it just opened up to so many people having the same feelings, just coming from different avenues. So we opened up. I moved to the Lantern, and it got started opening up a circle, kind of say, that's very organic yet structured in a way. So.
Is it weekly?
Pardon me?
Is this a weekly meeting or a monthly meeting?
Yes. Before the pandemic, it was every Tuesday night from 6:30 to 9, actually. So we had 2.5 hours, and we used to have guest speakers in, musicians in. It's a place of sharing, caring, growth. The feedback we've heard from so many people that it's like Wanda Rossiter, who I mentioned earlier, said that it was like walking home for her first time. And Sheldon himself, he's given me some wonderful feedback on how it's helped him. And like everyone that goes there, everybody is equal in one, is the way we do it. And so it's been sad that we've had to not be able to get together, and because it's a very huggy group as well. And at your own options, though, of course. We
Yeah.
boundaries.
Cool.
So
Thanks.
hope that answers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how could anybody get information on how to join that group? Is that
We actually have a Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a Facebook page for the PTSD peer support group. There's actually a group for the Music Heals the Soul, and but the email will take you to both. The email will bring you to me as well. Pathways to Better Days at gmail.com if you wanted to reach out through that, or through the Facebook.
All right. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, and if anybody else has anything that they want to share.
Yeah, Katie, Joel.
Hi, Joel.
First off, I'd like to just compliment both Elaine and Grace, because the combination is absolutely magical. And but I'm the follower of Grace's Newfoundland Music Heals Facebook group, and some of the talent that's showcased there, Grace, has just been phenomenal. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Hasn't it? It really has been amazing watching some of the people grow that have been so shy coming onto camera, and now I love it. Yeah.
Well, I think it's phenomenal. You're taking a negative and turning it into such a great positive, and I think it's just a great example of what we can do when we're really put to the test.
Sheldon?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining us online today. I want to thank Grace, who I've met a few months ago. How many months now?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't even know what day it is, Sheldon.
Okay. Well, I started going to her PTSD.
I say 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, thereabouts. And
Or
it's
more.
been such a helpful thing that she's doing. Helping so many people get connected, and it's helped me a lot. And the group is just great. And as for Elaine, just the most fun I've done ever on a Saturday morning.
Awesome.
That was very invigorating. I really enjoyed it, and the story behind it as well. is really good. So just thank you all, and hopefully we'll be able to get together in person, you know. So have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheldon.
Can I add one thing, Katie? Because I was so caught in the moment, I didn't even really do my marketing other than say, oh, Nia's awesome, you should do it. But I do have 2 groups that are private on Facebook, but I think if you reach out to me either as Elaine Marie Dunphy on Facebook or Nia on the Rock, if you're interested in taking either one of those classes or both of them, just pop me a message and I'm happy to friend you and add you into the group. See, even the dogs want to join. So.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. I think that closes up our meeting for May. Next month, we're going to meet online as long as we're not allowed to get together. So thank you for being here with us today. Very much appreciate it. Enjoy your Saturday. Get out, have fun, move, check out the girls on Facebook, and have a lovely month. And we'll see you next month.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks so much for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
See ya, Bruce.